Hello students, today we will be seeing the 8th lab program, that is develop two roots. So in this program we are creating two roots or two paths, also you can say two root handlers, you can say. One is to find the prime numbers, that is less than 100, and other one is to find the cube of the numbers which are less than 100. Okay, then using express.js routing mechanism. And along with this we also have a helper function, that is prime function, which is going to give or which is going to tell us whether the given number is a prime or not. Okay, so we'll see this program in Visual Studio. So we'll go to Visual Studio. So first of all I'll open a folder. So I have created all my programs in E drive. So in E drive I'll create a new folder. I will name it as program 8 for, I'll name the folder this way. The folder has been created, so you can see it is visible over here. So now we'll open our terminal. So in the terminal, so since we are creating a node script, so first of all we will give npm init -y. So we are initializing our npm project. So when you give this, what happens is our package.json file gets created. So you can see the package.json file got created, which is having some information about our folder name, which version, page, and during the course of debugging, what is the script, what is the message need to be displayed, all this information. So this is about the command npm init -y. Next we'll try to install Express. So we require this Express framework for creating the web server. So we'll install this Express. So our Express framework got installed. You can see here the version is getting displayed over here. Okay, so next thing what we'll do is, so I'll close this package.json. Next thing what we'll do is we'll create a new file. I will name it as app.js. Okay, so I've created a new file. So I'll just copy paste the content of our node script. Okay, so this is our program. Okay, so we'll just go into the program. So first of all, what do we require here? We require to create a web server. So for that purpose, what are we doing? We are importing the Express framework. Okay, so we require this for the creation of the web server. So for this purpose we are importing Express. And in the next line what we are doing is we are going to create an instance for our Express application. Okay, and the next thing is our server, whatever we have created, need to be or has to listen to some particular port. So that is what we are doing here. We are setting the port number. In this case the port number is set to 3000. So this is what we are going to give when you are running in the browser. So in the browser you will give https localhost giving 3000. So this is what the port number we are setting over here. Okay, so we'll see that during the course of execution. So I'll just save this for now. Other than this, what do we have? We have a helper function here named as isPrime. So this particular function is going to tell whether the given number is prime or not. So here we are passing a number to this function, that is num. So if that num value, whatever we have passed, is less than or equal to 1, that is if you have passed the number 0 or 1, then it is going to return false, indicating it's not a prime number. Other than this, if you're given any number, or if you're given a number as 2, or you're given a number as 3, then in that case it's going to return a value true, indicating it is a prime number. So the two conditions what we're checking here is whether your number what you have given is 0 or 1. If it is 0 or if it is 1, then you're displaying as, or it's returning as false, or another way you can say it's not a prime number. If the number what you've given is either 2 or 3, then in that case it's going to return a value true, indicating it is the prime number. Other than this, we are also checking if the number is divisible by 2, or if the number is divisible by 3, then it's not a prime number. Okay, so the number not divisible by 2 and 3, then it is not a prime number. And the last case what we are doing here, we are using the more efficient technique for checking for all the numbers. So here what we are doing is we are checking up to the square root of the number. So you can see here we have written I into I. So here what does it do is checking the divisibility only by number of the form. Here you can see I plus is equal to 6. So we're checking of the form 6k plus or minus 1 up to the square root of the number. Okay, so in the sense, first number if you have started from 5, okay, so 5 mod okay, so first you're trying to divisible, you're checking whether divisible by I, if it is if it is divisible, or if it is divisible by I plus 2, that is 5 plus 2, that is 7, then in that case you are returning false. After that, how will your incrementing goes? So if it is 5, next number will be 5 plus 6, that is 11, and here it will be 11 into 11. So we are checking for the square root of the number. So this is more efficient checking what we are doing for the prime numbers. Okay, it's reducing your task of checking for each of the numbers. Okay, so if t is a prime number, it's going to return a true value. So this is about your prime function. Next comes the two path or the two roots what we are getting. So app.get, what is this app? App is nothing but the instance what you created for your express, right? So app.get, so when a get request is made, okay, so when a get request is made with the path with the root or with the path as /find_prime_100, so during that time what is going to happen? So what and all will be done? So what we are going to do is we are going to create an empty array named primes. Okay, so first an empty array named prime is we are going to create. Then starting from 2, we are checking till 99. Okay, so starting from 2, go on checking till 99, and we are checking whether it is a prime number. So 2, 3, like this, till where? So in the beginning itself we said less than 100. So 2 to 99, every number is checked. So from here the control goes to is prime function. It's going to check whether it is a prime number. So if it is returning a value true, then, so what is the meaning of this? If is prime, so if the is prime function is going to return a value true, then you're going to push that I value into your array named primes. Okay, so this primes is nothing but the array that is what we had created in the beginning, right? So if it is a prime number, add it to the array. Then finally we have the response, that is in the form of a JSON. So JSON is your key and value pair. Okay, so since in this case what happens is the array JSON response with the property name as primes. Okay, so this is what your code for returning the prime numbers that are less than 100. Similarly, next thing, whenever there is a get request is made with the path find_cube 100, in that case what happens? First of all, create an empty array named cube, then you're looping from 1, And how you are checking, just check here, I into I into I, that is cube of that number. If it is less than 100, so you're going cube wise. Okay, so starting from 1 cube is less than 100, then what are you going to do? You are going to push into an array named cube, that is cube of the number is pushed into this array cube. Okay, so finally it is going to return a response, that is JSON, with the property named as cubes. Finally the last part. So last part, that is with respect to your Express server, which is listening to port number 3000. So when your server is ready, it is going to display the message in the console saying that server is running at port number 3000. So now we'll just run this program. To run this program, you have to give node app.js. Okay, so we'll run this program. So you can see server is running at localhost 3000. Just click on this. So you can see here we have two end path, right? One is /find underscore prime underscore 100, right? So if you're given this, what is going to happen? We have the property name as primes, and in that you have all these numbers which are less than 100. Similarly, the next path is find underscore cube underscore 100. So if you're given this particular route or path, in that case under the property cubes or in the array cube, what and all you have the cube of the number which are less than 100. So this is your 8th program. Thank you.